Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Wilson's Seahawks going up against Newton's Panthers. With that, let's get up to Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Carolina Panthers. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Another pistol look here. On first down, Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On second down, here's Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Then here's a look at the starting offense. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. Pitch goes to Rawls. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
When Shaq Thompson declared for the draft, I said he should be a running back in the NFL. He said no way, he'd rather hit people as a linebacker.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. In motion, right Baldwin. Time running out here on the play clock. On 3rd down, Wilson. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Christian Michael was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. This is Jonathan Stewart, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. To throw on second down is Newton. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Kelvin Benjamin has to be a feature of this offense that's on your screen now.
Definitely a #1 receiver, a huge target with some speed. It's almost like go-go gadget when he goes up to get the football. No matter how you defend him, he can go just a little bit higher.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen.
As you know, Brandon, there aren't many teams in the NFL whose primary #1 receiver is their tight end. But you can make the case in Carolina that Greg Olsen is definitely that. Still has the ability to get deep, too.
Looked like 2015 Greg Olsen against the 49ers, 122 yards and a touchdown.
And that touchdown, the 78-yarder, that was the 50th of his career.
And they'll try and burn some clock with a sneak.
Cam Newton is one of the most athletic, most unique quarterbacks we've ever seen. And his athleticism doesn't just show up when he's flipping over guys. It shows up even on plays as simple as quarterback sneaks.
Of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. This is caught by Ginn. And a 42-yard line here and brought down there. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Newton turns and hands to Stewart. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Second down. Here's Newton. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. We've got a 3rd and 11. Throwing on 3rd down. Newton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, the all-pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Paul Richardson, 70 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
From the gun, here's Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
This is Whitaker. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning. So maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And that'll make it third down. But tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They will go for it. Now Newton. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. First down, this is Rawls. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. On second down, Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On second down, rolls. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. On third down, Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
On second and 10, Newton. Flush to his right. They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play. I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. On first and 10, Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Newton on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And out now come the Seahawks. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson surveying the field. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more.
And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get it, but not before he reaches the 27. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now a first down throw for Newton. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Second down and 4. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Newton now on second down. Flushed out right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Newton to throw. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of just been driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They snap it to Newton. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jonathan Stewart from 3 yards out. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They come out here in the eye. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
Now it's Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
He's going to air one out, and he almost almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. In the slot on the right is Graham. Here we go on fourth with Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 short. In there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now a toss. This is Rawls. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 8 yards to move him into a 3rd and 13 here.
In every game, teams are looking for that momentum shift, and that run there, the offense feels like, hey, maybe we can get something going, but defensively, they've slowed them down the entire game. They don't want to turn into more. They're going to try and figure out a way to take it back on this next play.
The play clock's running down. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. Third and long, it's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, the tackle by Cam Chancellor. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Here's Newton now on second down. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
A good play on the ball, getting a hand on it, but it was tipped up in the air before falling incomplete. And that leads to way too many moments where bad things can happen for a defense and good things can happen for an offense. And this is tough to teach in today's football because everyone wants to make a highlight play. Tip it up in the air, grab it yourself, take it the other way. But sometimes that can backfire. How do you teach these guys to just make the good, solid, fundamental play of knocking it to the ground and not trying to make a highlight reel play that could backfire?
Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll bring up fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Desperation time. Newton, fourth down. And that is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. A toss right to Rawls. And he'll be... And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On second down, here's Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Kearse. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jermaine Kearse, 39 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down,
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. Good throw, good catch, and the post route successful for the offense.
Really difficult on the defender. He got moved out of the middle of the field and tried to scramble to recover, but it was too late to stop the completion.
On first down, it's Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. And Olsen over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Newton on third down. Escaping the pressure right. Time for a break. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They come out here in the eye. They're going to run. This is Stewart. He only needed a few inches, but they stop him behind the line. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
The 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over at the 20-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Newton on 1st down. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Newton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And, you know, winning is good for all the obvious reasons. but if for nothing else, it makes tomorrow's film session a little more palatable, doesn't it?
Oh, indeed it does. Sometimes it helps you in the grading because the coaches will look at it, and if it's a borderline play for you, if you won the game, you might get a plus in your column instead of a minus.